Okay? This is something that you mentioned, Stephen, from the mayor, and I can share with my colleagues in economics a great disdain for the capacity of our government system to actually properly govern it. Okay? So in many ways, I understand their half of the argument, and that half of the argument that we cannot run our own currency company scares me away from saying, the hell with it, let's just abandon Europe, bring the Irish pound, run with an Irish pound. The problem is that I just don't see anyone physically competent to run. Our central bank certainly wouldn't be able to do it, Department of Finance wouldn't be able to do it, our politicians wouldn't be able to do it. Is there any hope that they can hire people to run? I don't know if I would be competent, but I can guarantee you that I would structure the team if I were trusted with one in such a way that that team is not going to be vested interests.
I don't understand.
Okay? You know, but
sorry, just because we're not going to have time for a lot of questions. Dennis, anything with us from the very, very start?
Just briefly, I'd say that we've been through a period of 20 more years of corruption, deceit, and deception by governments in this country. We can't look ahead without looking where we've come from. Now, we've been there, we've had all this deception and deceit that's enabled into a certain section of Irish society. And in the present hour, and I can see from yourself, Stephen, you're slightly indoctrinated by it, because you say we have a future. I can't see a future in rural Ireland from the outside. I've been part of this government for all my life. I've been a member of Fine Gael, I've supported Fine Gael, I've driven Fine Gael, I've taken every post of Fine Gael over that period of time. I said that in it. And I still support the government because I'm a Democrat. I support a government. We need a government. We need somebody to rule it. But what I can see in Donnelly at the moment is that they're protecting a certain section of society. Over the last 20 years, all of us drove the weight of this country into the hands of a few. And that's what has ruined us. We've put that weight, and it's happening in Europe now. It's been directed into the hands of a few. And I can see we can't solve the problem until we start to trust the people we elect. We start to trust the people and the politicians that present themselves to us, that we can trust them, that they tell us the truth before the election and they tell us the truth after the election. And what I saw about Fine Gael and Labour in this present government, they didn't know where they were going until they arrived there. And when they arrived there, they saw that there was, they arrived and said, oh God, help us, we told you lies before we arrived, or else they had to put a brave face in it and say, we've got to do the best we can with what we've got. I don't know. What do you think?
When I say there is a future, I mean the country is still going to exist. I'm not for a moment suggesting that things aren't hard. I spend most days, I'm in Wicklow Mondays and Fridays. And Mondays and Fridays, I have people coming into me from Wicklow who are absolutely destroyed. Every single week. People say TVs are disconnected from reality. Let me tell you, I've only been to TV for a year, and I have never been more connected to reality. You are dealing with the most vulnerable people in the country every single day. However, we must maintain a sense of perspective, right? I was lucky enough to study international development with a view to going to sub-Saharan Africa or Latin America or parts of Asia or Nepal to help. And from that, I got a very good view, global view, of how fortunate we are that when we turn on the tap, we can drink the water and it won't kill us. And that when our kids get sick, we can take them to a hospital. That's not going to stop. The water is still going to keep running. The healthcare system, for a while, is going to get worse. Our education system, for a while, is going to get worse. But the schools will stay open and the hospitals will stay open. And fresh water will keep running through our taps. That's what I'm saying. We will, in time, get out of this. And I think at a time when people really are suffering, we've got to maintain